Welcome everybody to day 4 at the Aiba Youth World Championships, men's and women's in Kielce, Poland. What you're looking at here is the very middle of the stand. These are the seats reserved for the extremely important people such as Aiba President Umar Kremlev. Istvan Kovac, who's the new Secretary General, he's been spotted up there a few times. He was a very, very good fighter, an Olympic champion, double world amateur champion, double European champion. So I'll just take you up there to have a quick look at those whilst I just talk you through a couple of really good fights I've got coming up in Ring B in the afternoon session, which starts in about half an hour's time. Hopefully we won't get obliterated by this sound test. So light heavyweight, I've got Brian Leon Salgado of Cuba up against Yurasil Zhakpakov of Kazakhstan, and those two were fancy for medals before the start of this competition, but they meet early because there's no seeding, you see, in the World Youth. No seeding. Now look at these. Get a load of that. You saw the towel I got given in the goodie bag yesterday. If I could get one of these home somehow. It's impossible, but God, imagine that in my front room in Forest Gate. Just be amazing. So anyway, Cuba, as I said, and Kazakhstan meeting in the prelims. Two of the best fighters in the division meeting in the prelims, but that will be a great fight. Salgado up against Zhakpakov, light heavyweight. Then at super heavyweight, we have got Uzbekistan against Kazakhstan. Jahongir Zokirov of Uzbekistan, who we saw win by stoppage the other day. I'll just swing around and show you the view from one of these seats. Actually, I'll sit right in the middle one and show you the view. There you go. So you can watch Ring B there, or you can watch Ring A there. And this just gives you a look at how good the setup is. It really is tremendous. Back to that fight at super heavyweight, Jahongir Zokirov, who is the Asian junior champion, former Asian junior champion, who came second in the senior elite in Uzbekistan. So that's a big achievement. He's up against Amanat Sabegali of Kazakhstan, who is the European youth champion. Again, these two would be heavily fancied to go all the way, but they're meeting early on. So a tremendous afternoon session ahead of us. Absolutely tremendous. And the evening too. 28 fights I've got today. Cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely superb. So this is Ring B. This is where I've been doing my work over the last few days, and it will be for a good few days yet. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I showed you a bit of ringside of Ring A the other day, and I showed you the splendid gong that they've got over at Ring A. Now, Ring B, I thought probably couldn't beat that, but I was wrong. Look, they've double teamed it. They've got a massive shiny bell, and this is kind of a gong. It doesn't look as impressive as the one next door, but it does the same thing, you see. It does the same thing. So the gong operator has got a gong and a bell. No expense is being spared here. No expense at all. So this is one of the changing rooms, and this is where fighters will go when they finish warming up. They're close to fight time, and this is where they'll get gloved up and all that kind of thing. So I'll just show you how they get to the ring. So this is the warm-up area that I showed you the other day. Those three big rings, big space, running track here as well. So they've got their gloves on. They've been called to the ring, and this is how it goes. Take a left here into the back of the warm-up area, just a different space, and then through this door here. Now this is the side of the arena that you don't see, and this is what they've done for the handball team. They've got you'll see them now as I come over to this side. Cardboard cutouts for spectators. So this is backstage. This is the backstage area. So they'll continue down here. Turn right here. And here we are. This is the archway. This is the walkway. So they'll then hear their name called by the MC from either Ring A or Ring B. And up they will come. And this is the entrance here. that white thing in front of you, that's the partition wall between the two rings. And either you go left to ring B, which is where I am, or you go right into ring A, which is where Ron is. And that's it. That's the walk. And they either go to the blue corner on this side or the red corner on the far side. It looks better for the spectators. The spectators' eye view is better than the fighters' eye view. So into this third and final round, Salgado Cuba in the red. He's got the lead. 2 points up with 3 of those 5 judges heading through 2 rounds. Japakov has really got to up it and win this last round big if he's to turn this one around, and he knows it. You can see that from the way he's come out at the start of the third. He's just been a little bit too circumspect so far. Didn't quite do enough in the first round, did more in the second, and now he's looking to really try and pour it on in this third and final round. But he needs it big. He needs it really big. As I was saying, he's got to get some 10-8s if he's to get himself back into the reckoning here. Exchange up close there. Salgado has looked for the body fairly effectively throughout the course of this fight. Cuban in red, boxing out of the orthodox stance. Nice pullback right hand there from him. Japakov in the blue, a southpaw. That superior work rate in the first round just got Salgado ahead.
About number 140, win on points by split decision. From the red corner, Brian Leon Salgado, Cuba.
Well, Salgado gets it on points, and we knew that he would because he was 2 rounds to 0 up going into that final round on 3 of the judges' scorecards. We'll just go to look at the final analysis there, and Jakubov did get it with 4 out of the 5 judges. He won that final round, but he needed 10-8s, and they just were not forthcoming. It was an interesting fight, as I said, all the way through. He started quite slow. Salgado started quick. You have to give him credit, of course. But Jakubov just took a bit too long to get into the fight. It was always going to be fine margins between 2 competitors like this. It proved to be so, but it's Salgado who goes through. So into the start of the third here, and it's Jahongir Zokarov of Uzbekistan in the red, who has got his nose very much in front, leading by a couple of points on 3 cards. Amanat Sabeghali of Kazakhstan in the blue. Well, he's got to convert 2 drawn cards into wins for him and then try and turn one of those other ones around, which is going to be difficult to do. And the big Uzbek southpaw there in red, just pumping out that 1-2. That's what he did towards the conclusion of the second round, which I felt got his nose in front, got him 3 scores in his favour in round 2. Up until that point, it was pretty even, it was pretty level, and Sabeghali really needed that second round. Zokarov, though, does look fairly spent, some blood coming from the end of the nose. So just time for a quick wrap up for the day from Ring B. I need to be quick because last night we didn't get back to the hotel in time to make dinner, and it nearly got ugly. There was nearly bloodshed rather. Ron McIntosh does not like to miss his dinners. I don't either, but particularly him. So those 2 fights I picked out at the start. We had a win there for Salgado against Japakov for Cuba over Kazakhstan and the light heavyweight division. Interesting fight. Japakov, I thought, he didn't really give the first round away, but he kind of did in a way. He had a look for a bit too long and got outworked by Salgado, and I think in the end that proved to be the difference. The super heavyweight fight between Zokarov and Sabeghali, Uzbekistan against Kazakhstan, was terrific. Sabeghali maybe just a bit too tight in that opening round, trying a bit too hard to force things. Zokarov built up a lead but was just hanging on towards the end of that final round. He was absolutely all in, he really was. But again, it was a good watch. If you want to go back and see an absolutely tremendous fight, though, and Aiba are releasing individual fights, each fight actually from each session individually, then have a look for Domenico Vinciguerra against Murad Alaverdiev, Italy against Azerbaijan. It was our opening fight at light heavyweight, and it was fantastic. Brilliant fight all the way through. So just go and find that one. Vinciguerra against Alaverdiev. It was with the walkover, it turned out to be our fourth fight of the afternoon session. Okay, catch you again soon.